Okay, so last night, Clay and I watched Over the Hedge, so just another notch in our DreamWorks belt. This is a movie that I did not watch as a kid. I actually saw it for the first time sometime in the last decade. Well, I guess I can't really say that because 2020s now. Yeah, this is the current decade. The last decade was the 2010s. Because I know it was sometime in the 2010s, like 2012, 13, 14, somewhere in that range. I remember watching it at my older brother's house with his kids and his family. I liked it. I remember going into the movie thinking, this movie's gonna suck. And then watching me like, I actually kind of dig it. This movie's a lot more entertaining than I expected. Good on you, DreamWorks, and Over the Hedge. And what do you know, like around 10 years later, rewatching the movie, kind of going into it, like, I remember liking it, but I don't know if it's actually going to be good, if it's actually going to be funny. I mean, the last few movies haven't been great, but I enjoyed it. I really genuinely did. I will admit, not every joke in the movie works. I saw about 200% more turtle ass than I was expecting with this movie. There's definitely like some poop jokes and fart jokes. One of the main characters is a skunk. It comes with the territory when you're watching a DreamWorks movie. I think even Puss in Boots wasn't completely immune to them. Like, it wasn't a lot. There was like one or two. And I was like, oh, okay, like, it's DreamWorks. They had to have that joke in there. But, you know, aside from that, the movie's great. And here, it's almost like the opposite. No, I can't really say that. I was going to say it's the opposite of Madagascar, but that's not quite true. It's in some ways it is. Where I feel like Madagascar is a movie where the first half is very standard, whatever, in terms of its plot. And I honestly feel like Over the Hedge is very similar. It is a liar revealed story. It is a swindler comes in, is trying to manipulate some people, and there's someone in the town that's like, no, I can tell you're up to some shady shit. I'm not going to let you fuck with my people. And the swindler going, what? No. What was that? Mark Wahlberg, what? No. And by the end of the movie, they start to really care about these people, so they can't swindle them anymore, and everything's Gucci. Very basic story. And it never really changes, or the plot or characters like, whoa, this actually got really interesting. Which to me is how it's kind of the opposite of Madagascar, where Madagascar started off very like, you know, I'm Disney princess thing, and then let me try that again. Marty is essentially a Disney princess, and then halfway through, Alex becomes the main character, and his story's actually really interesting. But Madagascar to me was not that funny. Like, every now and then there was something that actually kind of made me giggle or made me laugh. And it's not that Over the Hedge had me in stitches, but I felt like I was being consistently entertained. Like, I was consistently smiling and giggling and laughing. And again, like, I kind of had that with Madagascar, but it was like, oh, okay, that was actually kind of funny. And then in this, I'm like, I actually like that joke. Like, there's when the fucking exterminator shows up. What do they call? Oh, what was it? It was the, like, Verninator or some shit. It was so funny. Like, I loved this dude. And he actually kind of reminded me of a friend of mine. I actually texted him. I was like, dude, this is you if you embraced your inner Dale Gribble. And he's like, yeah, like, if I put all my weight back in from law school, too. Well, like, we had a good laugh about that. But I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say about this movie. Okay, so Nick Nolte plays one of the antagonists. He plays the bear. And Clay and I are both like, man, this bear has a really cool voice. Like, he's on the movie for very long, but damn, he's badass. I was like, no wonder, it's Nick Nolte. Like, the guy's just cool. What was the other? Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is the one thing I really like about the movie, that to me kind of gives it that unique story feel, I guess. It's when RJ comes back after, you know, he betrayed them, turned his back on him. Sorry, I just immediately thought of the room. They betray me, they don't care about me, and, you know, I don't care anymore. But once he does that, and then he ends up going back, and he's like, hey guys, I came back, I want to help, you know, you guys are my friends. Nobody trusts him. They're immediately, he's like, guys, let me into the car. Nope, and like, he jumps into the car, they immediately throw him back out. I love that. I love that they're like, no. fuck you. You're a piece of shit. And again, does it last for super long? No, because that's a part of the climax, and they were able to make it funny. But I appreciated that. I feel like that's a pretty fair thing to say about this. Like, to me, it's kind of a B-tier movie, but it is a movie I appreciated. It could have been so much worse than what it was. And for what it was, I was genuinely entertained, and I had a good time.